All right, good morning. Super excited to rock and roll through this one again. If you've been watching these are super fun. We've got a lot of good topics today. We're going to talk about the law of the harvest, seeing a lot of things with realtors on our brokerage team and the coaching community, also worldwide, that's preventing realtors from doing work. We also have a new position on the brokerage team we're going to talk about, and then we'll mention the YouTube episode and the Tuesday call topic that we went over earlier this week. So super excited to have you. We've got Mitch out in California and Jen representing our Arizona group. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, which both locations in the next couple months are going to grow. We've got a big team that's coming over with Mitch, and then also in Arizona, we've got quite a few realtors on the docket as well for Jen and Israel. So super fun. If you guys haven't watched these before, welcome. These go live every Thursday. So every Thursday, we're going to go live with people from the leadership group, mainly to help you. So if you're watching this live and you have questions on how to do more business, how to close more business, and how to continue to get more referrals or anything that has to do with real estate, this is why we do these. So you can ask us while we're on the call. We also have topics that we're going to cover. We have leadership all over California, Arizona, Utah, Florida, Georgia, that'll hop on here and walk through these topics so that we can help you do more business. And you'll get unique perspectives from me, from Mitch, from Jen, and others that hop on these. So if you're watching this or you rewatch this, either comment in the section, shoot any of us a DM. I'll have it in the show notes so you guys can reach out to us. Okay, so let's jump into the first topic. So we were talking about this a little bit before we went live, but there is a very clear distinction right now in real estate because the market itself is doing really well. And the differentiating factor from those that are doing well and those that are struggling is really just the work that's being inputted. So these are realtors that are on our brokerage team. We've got James out in Florida. We've got Israel. Jen, we have yourself. We've got Brittany. We've got Leonard. That's my favorite picture of him. We've got Frankie out in Kansas City. We've got Tina. Those that are strategically doing the work are the ones that are closing deals, that have the listings, that are working with the A category clients and putting them under contract. And there are still a ton, like even you, Mitch, like that are doing the work and the deals are right there. They're coming. But then there's a whole other group of realtors that are not working. And I've seen their business plans. I've seen their schedules. I've had these conversations with them. And a lot of those that are over here, they're just not working. And that's why I wanted to talk about the law of the harvest. Obviously, Mitch, Jen, like us three, like we've talked about this a lot on the team and in the leadership group. But it really just comes down to work. You can't expect to get the reward without putting in the work that's required to get the reward. Thoughts on that, guys?
I agree. Definitely know that if I take a weekend off or slip up and not do what I'm supposed to do, then I see it down the line of, okay, well, I'm not seeing the benefits because I know where I dropped the ball. And then I being a part of the team, I love seeing everyone's deals. I mean, I think the other day this week we had in both of our group chats of everyone just saying, hey, I got this deal, or I got this client. And that's motivation because it's like, okay, it's out there. I just need to stick to my plan and go out there and keep doing what I'm doing. And I'll be the same thing. I'll get those same rewards. So
Exactly.
definitely agree.
Yeah, exactly. And even Jen, the other day when you put one under contract, or when anyone reaches out and says, hey, I got one under contract, what's the first thing I usually say besides congratulations?
Go get 5 more.
Go get 5 more, and then also share to the group. Share to the text the group thread, right? Because what that does is it tells everybody, like Mitch, you were saying, there's business out there, but then you also have to do the work. Like if you look at James, the top left in Florida, that man is working from 7 in the morning till 9 at night. There's a reason he's got almost 8 or 9 listings that are signed. He's got 5 or 6 buyers that he's putting under contract from showing homes to. I mean, he'll go hit 100 homes this year. There's a reason why Brittany just closed a deal last week, closed a deal this week. There's a reason why Frankie has 4 active listings and 2 that he should sign this weekend. There's a reason Leonard has deals that he's closed and active listings that he has. And it just comes down to, if you want more deals, do more work. That's all it is. And if you're closing 1 or 2 a month, great. If you want to close 2 or 3, you just got to do more work. But you can't fight the process. You can't fight it. And that's why I love the law of the harvest, is the work that goes in equals the reward that you get out of it. You just can't cheat it. It's like you can't plant today and then want the crops tomorrow. It's not how it works. So anyways, wanted to share that with everybody. Okay, let's talk about this. So on our brokerage team, for us to scale and grow as fast as we want to, I have to remove myself from more of the trainings so that we can have other people come in and help grow the team. So for the past couple months, we've had 2 people that we gave a shot to come and run the social media department, to run the biweekly calls, to help realtors create reels and come up with a DM strategy and what content to post and when to post it. So if you're a social media fan and you're closing anywhere from 8 to 12 deals a year, and you want that leadership position to come to our quarterly masterminds, to train our realtors, to run these biweekly calls, then reach out to us. Reach out to Mitch, reach out to Jen. We had 5 realtors reach out to us yesterday in regards to this position, but we want you to come and have this leadership experience to help realtors do more business on social media. Now, disclaimer, it's a lot of work. Like, I need your help building the courses. I need your help building the workbooks, and I need your help running the biweekly classes. The benefit is that we have all the training done. If you look on this image on the screen, that's we always call it spider web, but we built out the entire social media process. We just want someone to come in and run it. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a text or call, reach out to Mitch or Jen. Let's hop on the phone and see if this is a good fit for you. Mitch, Jen, you've been on the team for a handful of months now. Talk to us about your experience and the benefit of having someone that specializes in the social media that can help you on the side.
Yeah, I think it's great because then we have someone direct that we can go to, and even when we're posting, like they will watch it and say, hey, like maybe do this instead of that, or change the fonts, and it helps because we're not having to think about what we'll have to post. Like the last person we had, they're like, hey, here's a popular trend, like let's recreate this, and that's very helpful because we're not having to start from scratch. So it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love that.
and I think it's just having this strategic plan behind it, because like if I was to do like a really fast reflection, thinking back to when I first started real estate, like it was literally, okay, yeah, I'm going to post, but there was like no meaningful purpose behind that post. It was just like post. Let's see what happens, blah, blah, blah. But now it's like, okay, yes, I'm going to post, but there's going to be a plan behind that. And there's going to be certain things that I should be creating systems about, and creating like those DM strategies about, and like how to basically honestly convert those leads on social media, because we obviously see a lot of realtors out there that do very well on social media, and they get majority of their business from social media. So it's like, okay, how do you teach me how to navigate this, basically?
100%. And like you both were saying, especially Mitch, it's so helpful to have someone on the team that their whole job is to help you grow. So if you're a realtor and you love social media and you've done it for a long time, and you don't even have to be a good teacher, I can pour into you and help you learn how to communicate and teach and run these classes. But if you love social media and you're doing anywhere from 8 to 12 deals a year, and you want this leadership piece and you're curious about the pros and cons, give us a call so we can walk you through that. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you help us grow the team and run the social media department. Okay, so let's talk about the Tuesday call. So if you're watching this for the first time, welcome to the world. Stop living under a rock. We've been talking about this for 4 or 5 months, but we have a separate call. It's every Tuesday, and we talk about how realtors are putting deals under contract and how to replicate that in the next 72 hours. This is completely free. So if you're rewatching this or watching it now, comment 100K 90 days or worldwide free training, and we'll reach out and get you the free link. But this Tuesday, we talk about referral partners. Okay. This is something that I've always done that has gotten me anywhere from 6 to 8 to 9 deals a year, simply by having the right partnerships with realtors in other markets where their clients are moving to my market. Right now, I have 7 deals that'll happen this year because other realtors that I've networked with and cultivated relationships with sent me deals, and they're signed, ready to go at some point this year. So we talked about how to do this. And what was cool is, if you guys remember, we had Dustin the previous week. We talked about investors, and he signed 2 listings in that 7-day period from what we had talked about. So it's super cool that these these calls are working. Realtors are putting deals under contract because of this free call that our team does for realtors worldwide. Any main takeaways, you two, from this topic? We talked about 5 different ways to go get referral partners right now and then build that on a yearly basis to get more deals.
Yeah, I'll go. It's just honestly I personally think it's a different strategies to go get deals, honestly, because it's like most people think about, oh yeah, let me go hold an open house and let me see if I can catch a lead from there, which, yes, I'm not saying it doesn't work, it does work, but it's just like adding another thing on so then you can get more deals as well too, because the goal is to grow exponentially in all of this and to have that compound effect. So like, but the thing is like, also, okay, where can I leverage from? Like, can I leverage from the investor side? Can I leverage from the social media side? Can I leverage from becoming agent referrals? Like, it's just making sure you are not everywhere, but like really focus on certain ones as well too. So then you can see that growth.
I love that. Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Everybody, wherever you're at, you need to have 4 or 5 very aggressive prospecting methods. Like Mitch, you have a very solid one with your lender that you partnered with. Jen has a really solid one with open houses. Whatever it is, you need a couple of them. But then you need a few on the back end that are just drips in the bucket that, you know, if I do these small little things every month, I might get 2 or 3 deals. And if you have 3 of those, that's 6 to 9 deals a year by simple little tiny passive prospecting ones that will get you business. And this is a great one. So if you're not getting deals from other agents, then I would recommend you start coming to these free calls. We talked about how to go do this and how to replicate it so that you can start getting inbound deals from this. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. All right, so let's talk about our YouTube video. So this recently just came out. We talked about systems and processes. If you haven't been following along, we're doing a 12-week build your business to $500,000 a year from scratch. And we talk about every topic, and each topic adds to the previous one. And now we're at the topic where you have to have the right processes and systems in place to grow your business. So at the beginning of the episode, we had this diagram on the bottom where most realtors have all these holes everywhere. They have holes in their emotional regulation. They have holes in their consistency. They have holes in their lead gen. They have holes in their follow-up. They have holes in closing people. And so you have all these leads come in, but then none of them convert. And that's why. It's because your systems and processes aren't built to scale over time. So any main takeaways, guys, from this? Obviously, we've talked about this on the brokerage team before multiple times. We've talked about it in our leadership group. And now we have something out on YouTube for other realtors to learn from.
I think the key thing, that especially when I started with you, the first thing you were like, get a TC. And that was very helpful. I mean, I had a TC prior, but a TC that will guide me and watch what needs to be done and handle the little things so I can focus on the lead gen part and focusing on the business ahead and not just caught in that cycle of that one business, was very helpful for me. And that's one of my key takeaways.
Yeah, I love that. And I one thing I've noticed about you, Mitch, is you have things that you love, just like I love. I love being able to go to the gym twice a day. And like, I love being able to just do what I want because I've offloaded tasks that I don't enjoy. And so if you're a realtor and you're doing all the tasks, you're wearing all the hats, you probably hate the industry and you hate your job. But if you hate paperwork, then offload it, get a TC. So that frees up your time and you can choose what to do with it. You want to go to the gym in the afternoon, go to the gym in the afternoon. You want to spend time with family, spend time with family. You still get your prospecting done, but the things that you hate doing that you have to do in this industry, offload it, right? Get a system in place. So yeah, get a TC, get someone that does all your paperwork, get a runner, stop running errands around town, pay someone $25 to go, hey, can you go do these tasks for me? But that helps you build a business that you actually love. Like if you love doing home tours, you love doing the content, you love doing the open houses, you love working with your strategic partners, great. Everything else, hired out. And you'll love the job more. And if you love the job more, you'll be more consistent. That's really the core aspect of this principle, is find a way to love it and then offload everything else. A lot of realtors, like if you go back and watch the video, here's the diagram on this, but there's a whole list of trash items that you need to get out of your business, things that realtors are doing that you've got to offload. You got to get out of your routine. And then there are systems that you need to put in place so you can actually do business and enjoy what you're doing. Any other thoughts, guys, just from what we've talked about or gone through on this over the last couple months?
Yeah, I'll say like probably a really good example that we have on the team would probably be like Israel. Israel, like he is super disciplined and like he's really, really great at talking with people and getting like certain information out of people, even like at door knocking, at open house, like just anywhere. And it's just awesome to like sit in the back seat and watch him do all of that stuff. And like the paperwork stuff, he's like, nope, I'm not doing that. Like, nope, I'm not doing that. Like he just offloads it for sure. So like for me here in Arizona, that's really awesome to see because it's like, okay, now what can I take off my plate as well too? So then I can be just as good as Israel. And like his pipeline now is like super duper duper healthy to like probably the next, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe even 5 months now. And even though he realized it is pretty healthy, like he's still prospecting as well too. And he's still doing what he loves on the side, on like the certain part of real estate that he likes.
Yeah, I love that. And that's the thing too, is again, you said it multiple times, do what you love, hire out everything else. Because if you had to wake up and you just know, hey, I just get to interact with people today, I get to do the things that I enjoy about this job, you don't have to do anything else, that makes it so much fun. And if it's fun, you're going to repeat it. And then like you had mentioned with Israel, you're going to have a healthy pipeline for the next couple months, which is how it works. So anyways, if you didn't watch the YouTube video, go back and watch it. I think there's 7 free workbooks that we give out as a team in that episode. So go get those, reach out to Mitch or Jen or myself for any of them. We'll make sure that we get them to you. Okay, so let's wrap up. Let's talk about the book. So this month we just wrapped up and finished the 12-week year on how to get more done in less time. And then next month, because this quarter is all about building a foundation for the year, next month we're going to read The Effective Executive by Peter Drucker. So let's do 1 or 2 takeaways you guys had from this book, the 12-week year. What are some things that you're going to implement because you read this book?
I would probably say the biggest takeaway for me was doing the scorecard and just tracking like your day's productivity, and just like not worrying about the end goal. Obviously the end goal is important. Like let's not say that that's not important at all, but taking that end goal and making like smaller tasks that you should be doing every single day, and then just making that scorecard so then you can see like percentage wise how well did you do that day, and then it's just like you can start to see the progression from there. And then when you slack, you're like, dang it, I know exactly where I slacked at. So then it's like, okay, let me go back and try again. And it's like, and I love it because it's like you're not doing it for the whole entire year, you're only doing it for 12 weeks.
Yeah.
And there's like no room to even like procrastinate at all. So that was probably my biggest takeaway out of the whole book.
Well, I love that too, because the more time you give to a goal, the more you allow for procrastination. So just give it less time and then you'll figure out, oh, shoot. Because if you look at procrastination, usually what happens is, oh, I've got something to do in 6 hours. I need to lock in. Mm-hmm. So all you're doing, you're not necessarily procrastinating. You're just doing what this book is teaching. Just don't wait to the end. Just give yourself a time limit, lock in, and naturally you'll get more done because you're focused.
Yeah.
So I love that.
It's honestly a really good book.
I love that. One thing I was going to share, I shared it with the team on our team meeting yesterday, is in the book, it talks about how if you have the right systems in place, you don't have to use willpower to then do what's required to hit your goal. A lot of realtors, because I talked to a lot of them, they're trying to willpower their way through it. If you have systems in place to make sure that the job gets done no matter what, you wouldn't have to use willpower. Every day, all of us wake up with this tank of energy. And every time you have to make a hard decision, you pull from that tank and you pull from that tank. I got to go to the gym. I got to eat healthy. I got to do all those decisions. It pulls from your willpower. Then imagine getting to work, having to decide to work, and you're already at half a tank. But if you have the right systems in place that make sure that tank stays high, then you don't have to worry about it. And so part of getting more done in less time is having the right system, so you don't have to run the entire ship on willpower. Run it on your systems you have in place. And that's how you can get more done in less time. So anyways, if you're following along, every month we're going to talk about the book that we're reading as a group, and then obviously talk about main takeaways. You have to keep your education ahead of your learning. I was talking to 2 people this morning about how They have all these problems in their life with their marriage, their kids, with work. And I simply just said, what skill sets, if you were to acquire, would equip you with the right skill set to then solve all those problems? And he's like, well, this one. I said, great. What books can you now go read? What YouTube videos can you now read to go get those skill sets, to apply them to fix this, this, and this? And so we came up with 3 books, 3 YouTube videos, read them, watch them. Boom, I've got the skill set. Now I can fix these problems. That's all life is. It's just figure out what skill sets do I need to solve these problems. Otherwise, you'll sit as a victim and you'll always complain as woe is me. It's not woe is you. Go get the right skill sets, get the right axe, the right tools to cut down the tree, and you'll solve your problems. So hopefully you guys are reading this and you're following along. Okay. If you're watching this YouTube video and you rewatch it, we have so many free ebooks that we can give out to you. Reach out to Mitch, Jen, or myself. I'll put their Instagrams in the show notes. But these are 3 books that we can give you for free. Comment book club for the books that we're reading this year, schedule for our top producer schedule workbook, or planning for our 2026 planning workbook. We're so grateful that you watch this or rewatch this. There's lots of ways that we can help. Just reach out to any 3 of us. We're more than happy to help. And thanks a ton for watching this. We'll catch you guys next week. We'll see you.